The average Japanese apartment is small, often dramatically smaller than what most Westerners would consider livable. A single room serving as bedroom, living room, dining room, and office, all at once. And yet, walk into one, and the strange thing isn't how cramped it feels. It's how calm it feels. Open, uncluttered, serene. Somehow, in a fraction of the space, there's less mess than in homes 3 times the size. Meanwhile, in the West, we have walk-in closets, garages, basements, attics, entire rooms devoted purely to storage, and we're still drowning in clutter. We buy more bins, we rent storage units, and it never quite gets better. So, what does Japan know that we don't? Today, 14 genius Japanese storage ideas that explain why their tiny homes stay tidy while our big ones overflow. And by the time we reach number 2 and number 1, you'll see that the secret was never about having more space. It was about thinking about space completely differently. Let's get into it. Here's the mindset shift before we start, because it's everything. In a lot of Western design, storage is an afterthought, a place to shove the stuff we already own. In Japanese design, storage is built into the bones of the home, and it's tied to a deeper idea, that empty space itself has value. That one difference changes how every closet, every door, every piece of furniture gets designed. So let's walk through it, starting with the clever pieces and building to the philosophy that ties them all together. Number 14. The oshiere, the deep built-in closet. In traditional rooms, you'll find the oshiere, a floor-to-ceiling closet, much deeper than a typical Western wardrobe, hidden behind sliding doors. It was originally designed to store futons during the day, but its real strength is flexibility. With a clean front that conceals everything inside, a single oshiere can swallow bedding, luggage, seasonal clothes, and clutter, and make the whole room look effortlessly tidy. Number 13. Underfloor storage. In many Japanese homes and kitchens, there's a hidden compartment built right into the floor, yukashita storage. A panel lifts up to reveal a cool, concealed space underneath. Perfect for things you don't reach for daily. Preserves, dry goods, rarely used items. It uses space that, in a Western home, simply sits dead beneath your feet, completely wasted. Number 12. Compartments beneath the tatami. In tatami rooms, designers frequently tuck storage into hidden compartments under the mats themselves. Lift a section, and there's a discrete space for items you rarely need. Nothing visible, nothing cluttering the room, just clever use of the one surface everyone forgets about, the floor itself. Number 11. Platform beds with built-in drawers. Where beds are used, low platform beds often come with integrated drawers underneath, maximizing every inch while keeping that low, minimalist look. The space under your bed stops being a dust trap and becomes a full dresser. It's a small idea with a big payoff in a small room. Number 10. The Genkan and its built-in shoe storage. At the entrance of nearly every Japanese home is the Genkan, the step-down area where shoes come off before you enter. And built right into it is typically a shoe cabinet, the getabako. Footwear, umbrellas, and outdoor gear all have a dedicated home the moment you walk in, so they never migrate into the living space and pile up by the door the way they do in so many Western homes. Number 9. The kiritansu, purpose-built chests. Traditional Japanese chests, kiritansu, are made from lightweight, moisture-resistant paulownia wood. They were prized for protecting delicate items, like silk kimono, from humidity, and were even given as wedding gifts. The lesson underneath is one of intention, storage designed specifically for what it holds, not just a generic box you cram things into and hope for the best. Number 8. Vertical ceiling height storage. When floor space is scarce, Japanese design goes up. Wall-mounted shelves, tall cabinets that run all the way to the ceiling, and overhead racks make use of the area above eye level that most of us completely ignore. In a small home, the walls become as valuable as the floor, and there's a lot of wall. Now, if you've noticed that none of this involves a bigger house, just smarter thinking about the house you already have, that's exactly the point, and it's about to get even sharper, because the next few ideas are the ones you can genuinely steal this weekend. We've got the loft most apartments hide up high, furniture that folds away to nothing, the doors that quietly hand you back an entire room, and at number 1, the single philosophy that makes a tiny Japanese home feel calmer than a mansion. Stay with me. Number 7, the loft for off-season storage. Even in small apartments, you'll often find a loft, an attic-like space accessed by a ladder, used to stash off-season items. Winter bedding in summer, fans in winter, the things you only need half the year. It pulls the rarely used clutter up and out of your daily living space entirely, without sacrificing a single square foot of the floor you actually live on. Number 6. Fold-away, multi-purpose furniture. This is core to the whole approach. Instead of a separate dining table and desk, one fold-away table does both, then tucks away when you're done. Instead of bulky dining chairs, there are zaisu, legless floor chairs, that stack flat in a corner. Furniture that appears when you need it, and vanishes when you don't, so a single room can be an office by day and a dining room by night. Number 5. The fold-away futon. Rather than a bed frame permanently eating a third of the room, the traditional futon is a lightweight mattress you spread out at night and fold away into the oshiere each morning. The result is transformative. The bedroom becomes a living room every single day. One room, two completely different lives, just by folding the bed away. It's the purest example of the entire Japanese philosophy of space. Number 4. Smart, low-cost retrofits. Here's the part you can copy immediately. No renovation required. Because a deep oshiere often comes empty, no built-in shelves or rods, people add a simple tension rod to hang clothes, or stack labeled bins to organize the depth so nothing vanishes into a black hole at the back. Back-of-door organizers hold cleaning tools, umbrellas, and slippers. Oversing boards and magnetic racks add storage to a tiny kitchen. None of it is expensive. All of it is just thinking harder about space you already have. Number 3. Shoji, the screens that divide without darkening. Traditional shoji are translucent, paper-covered panels that can separate a space while still letting soft light pass through. You can carve one room into two without making either feel like a dark, sealed box. It's a way of managing space and light at the same time. Flexibility and openness in a single, elegant element. Number 2. The one I promised you. This one sounds minor until you realize how much it changes. Japanese homes use sliding doors, fusuma, instead of doors on hinges. And here's why that matters enormously in a small space. A swinging door needs a whole arc of empty floor to open into. That arc is dead space you can't put anything in front of every single door in your home. A sliding door needs none of it. It glides along the wall. Add up the clearance you'd lose to every hinged door in a home, and a sliding door quietly hands you back a meaningful chunk of usable floor, room you never knew you were giving away. Fusuma also conceals storage discreetly, without the bulk of heavy Western cabinetry. One change to how a door moves, and the whole room opens up. And number 1, the idea that ties the entire list together, the value of empty space. This is the real secret, and it's not a product you can buy. In a lot of Western design, the instinct is to fill space. A blank wall feels like a wall that needs something on it. In Japanese design, there's a concept called which treats deliberate emptiness as something valuable in its own right. Negative space isn't a gap waiting to be filled. It's the thing that creates calm. Once you believe that, everything else on this list follows naturally. You hide storage behind clean sliding doors because the visible emptiness is the point. You fold the bed away because an open floor feels better than a full one. You choose furniture that disappears because the room breathes without it. Pair that with the related idea of danshari, intentional decluttering, keeping only what has a real place and purpose, and you understand why a tiny Japanese apartment can feel more peaceful than a Western house with 3 spare rooms. The West tries to solve clutter by adding storage. Japan solves it by valuing the empty space enough to protect it. That single difference in mindset is why their small homes stay serene while our big ones fill up. So look at the whole picture. Deep hidden closets, storage under the floor and under the bed, furniture that folds away, futons that free the room, sliding doors that give back space. And underneath all of it, a philosophy that treats emptiness as something worth keeping. Notice what's not on this list. A bigger house. Every single one of these ideas works in the space you already have. The Japanese didn't outbuild the clutter problem, they outthought it. And the best news is, how much of this you can borrow today. You don't need a tatami room or a renovation. You can start with one thing. Declutter one closet down to only what earns its place, add a tension rod, fold something away that's been sitting out, or simply protect one patch of empty space and refuse to fill it, and feel the difference almost immediately. So tell me below, which of these 14 are you actually going to try? And be honest, how messy is the closet you're looking at right now? I won't judge much. If this changed how you see your own home even a little, stick around, because this same quiet genius runs through every corner of daily life in Japan, and we're working through all of it, one overlooked detail at a time. So why don't we have this? Maybe we've had the space all along. We were just filling it.